Hey everyone, so it is a rainy, yucky, miserable, stay in bed, cuddle with a Lois kind of day. But we have to make dinner, but since it's such a yucky day out, we're going to do a crock pot and dinner. This comes from TikTok, Cooking in the Midwest, I believe is his handle name. And this one looks really good. Meatballs. And it says can of mushroom, but I have can of celery. I also grabbed celery by mistake. Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to need more of that. He uses Dijon, but I'm going to use honey mustard. Minced garlic. Onion powder. And beef broth and salt and pepper is all you need. Oh, and he does use egg noodles. I'm going to use a different noodle though. I'm not the biggest fan of egg noodles. Like, they're okay. I'm just not the biggest fan. So, I have my own noodles. I forget which ones. They're in the, in the cupboard behind you actually. And sour cream. So yeah, and we're going to cook it on low since it's early, and usually my crock pot it cooks fast. So usually, yeah, 2-3 hours. Yeah, and my recipes. And we're also going to do a yummy dessert because if you remember, back in I think it was May, I want to say, probably May, I found a Tupperware dessert cups, parfait cups. So we're going to do a yummy dessert. I want to do that for a long time, but life gets busy. And I do have an update for you about the bank, but still waiting on something. So I will update you guys soon on that. Yes, so it's almost over. So yeah, so while you know dinner's going in the crock pot, we'll get that set up first, and then we will make desserts. Yes. Okay, let's just do that. So it happens, you have too many recipes, like I write them out, so yeah, it's like, I still have to organize them. But yeah, so I have 6 of these, so we'll see how many they use, how many like I can fill up, and yeah. But they're ready? Stay. Okay, so but let's get dinner started first. And let the crock pot do the cooking. That's right. There we go. Okay, let's go. But before we get started on dinner, before I forget, because I keep wanting to mention this and then I always forget, so there's so much going on. So I updated my playlist here on YouTube. So I've always had playlists. I've had playlists for like hauls and for either the libraries. I have a playlist for that. I've always had playlists for that. And I think I had one for baking, and there was one for Christmas. And then I just recently updated. I added some new playlists, and now for these newer playlists, I only went back a year. I'm not gonna go back like 6 years from when I first started. I don't have time for that. Nobody does. So I went back a year and I added what's for dinner / other recipes. So like recipes that don't fall under like what's for dinner. It's not like a dinner recipe or a baking recipe, but say it's like an appetizer or like, you know, I don't know, pasta salad one, like the one I just did recently, I would put that in this playlist. Now this video I would put in both what's for dinner and the baking video, because I'm going to have, you know, what's for dinner and baking in one video, so I would put it in both playlists. And I have one for when I go on my thrifting adventures, and I have one from all my coffee chats, and one for yard sailing, Yeah, so those were the 4 newest ones that I added. What's for dinner / other recipes, yard sailing adventures, and thrifting adventures, and coffee chats. Yeah, did I say them all? I think so. I don't know. So I added those because if there's any particular type of video I do that you like and you want to watch again, just go over to the playlist and it'll be right there, easy for you to look up. And yeah, I just have to remember to add them. especially the newer ones. Yeah, but I figured, you know what, I need to put these in their own little playlist because I have enough of them to add, and those are the ones that I do a lot. So yeah, anyway, just a FYI. Alright, so we're going to do a half of the bag. I'll add a few more. That looks good. Okay, and let me just look at the recipe. What's next? What kind of mushroom? What did that next? A can opener, handy dandy can opener, which isn't where it's supposed to be. Actually, it was where it was supposed to be. I'm just blind like a bat, so yeah. Never a dull moment. No. Why would there be? Not over here. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, I'm gonna dump that in. It doesn't really matter if it's not chicken. I mean, it's cream, so it will do. Okay. Get all that in there. Okay, that's about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Oh, thank you. I just christened myself with Worcestershire sauce. Just got squirted on my forehead. That's nice. That's really nice. And that smells like Worcestershire sauce now. Okay. I just want like a teaspoon. I don't know where my teaspoon is. That's good. Oh, my thing broke. I got to put this in. Yeah, I gotta put this in the jar. Plastic clip broke. Although I want to get new ones. I know I've seen them at Dollarama, but they didn't have the right number that I needed. Oh, that smells good. Minced garlic, anyone? It smells good. Oh, plop that in there. I love, you know, toss and go. Yeah, because I have these ones, which I got at Dollarama, which are really, really good. This is all hard. I got to replace this. I think this is garlic. No, onion. No, garlic. That's onion. This one's garlic. Yeah, because they have ones that are a little bit taller, so I want to grab them, but they only have like a couple, and I need more than a couple. I want to get them all at the same time, so yeah. Okay, and 2 cups of beef broth, and then I just give that a mixy mix, and you let it cook on low or on high. I say on low for like around 2-3 hours, or on high for like, I know, 6-7 hours. This is all I have left. I'm just gonna pour the rest of it in. There we go. Yeah. And I'm gonna put that back in the fridge, which is a little bit left. Okay. Okay, we're smelling pretty good. And let's get it plugged in. We'll cover up first. And get it plugged in. Unplug the coffee maker. go. There. Easy peasy. Yeah, actually I'll do high for a couple hours because it's too. Select. I'll go 2.5. We'll see. Okay, next dessert. Okay, so I did do salt and pepper. I realized that after I was done filming. I'm like, oh, I forgot to add that. So yeah, I had it quick. Alright, so let's move on to dessert. Everybody loves dessert. We're going to be making monster cookie pudding parfaits. So yeah, I whipped up just a small jello. So I'm ready to go. And my thrifted, so yeah, sorry, not thrifted, yard sale bowl. This spatula, it was thrifted though. And I already made a mess on myself, so I have to spray my shirt. I know. Yeah, so this part is done. So yeah, let's work on the rest. I just have to grab its twin because there was 2 of them, and we'll get right to it. All right, so 1.5 cups of oats. I'm going to be using 1/2 cup, so if you use 2 1/2 cups, that is 1 cup. Is what that equals to. That is brown sugar. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet, so yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it, okay? So I need 3 of these. Oats, making a mess. Yeah, right, famous last words. There we go, raining oatmeal. Okay, and a cup of smooth peanut butter. Oh, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Do that first. The peanut butter, I'm just gonna eyeball. And you have to have a 1/4 cup of softened butter, salted. So this has been sitting at room temperature. And let me see, I gotta grab a spoon. And a 1/4 cup of sugar. All right, 1/4 cup of sugar going in. Use the best peanut butter, Kraft. I just love the texture of it because it's nice and smooth. I'm going to need more, of course. Okay, well, I think that looks like a cup, right? Yeah, that'll do. That's all I have left. I have enough till I go shopping. Yes, precious. Just like with coffee, it's precious. Yes. Okay, and the salted butter and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 2/3 cup of mini M&Ms, which have been hidden in the cupboard for quite a while. I know, I've been wanting to make this for a long time. Yeah. Okay, the butter and the vanilla. Yeah. I had it hidden though, like behind, I think, the box of crackers, graham crackers. Yeah. Hey, moms are sneaky. Yep. Okay, I think that is it. Just double checking. Yep. Okay, so I gotta mix this with an electric mixer, and then we add 2/3 cup of M&Ms. So, don't forget to lick the spoon because we don't waste good peanut butter. No, we don't. It's just so smooth, and it doesn't like stick to your gums as I find other peanut butters do. Yeah, and then I know it's peanut butter, it's supposed to do that, but this one doesn't really do that as much as the other peanut butters do, in my opinion. Yeah, my experience of trying other peanut butters. Yum. This is nothing. Oh, the hand. So, ooh, the claw. The claw chooses who will stay and who will go. Yeah, you're supposed to have some of the top it up, top it off on top of the cream, but I don't think we will have that much left over, but that's okay. So funny, as soon as they heard me open up the bag. As Lois teaching you her tricks, you know, when you hear a bag open up, it's like, oh, treat time. Alright, there we go. That smells really good. Oh, it really does. Look at that. Yum. Okay, let's get started. I could just dig right in though. Like, yeah, give me a spoon. Yep. Okay, so I think we start off with a cookie layer. And then a dollop of pudding. And you just go back and forth until you fill it, leaving a little bit of room for the whipped topping, though. Keep that in mind. I think I'll be able to use all of the parfait cups. So this made quite a bit more than I thought it would. Okay, I'm gonna end with the pudding. And then leave just enough room for the whipped topping. But yeah, doesn't that look good? Yummy summer treat. Yeah, just have to be patient and wait. Yeah, but shh. Because if Henry found these now, he would gobble them up right now. So all right, so that turned out really good. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I would get enough to fill all 6 dessert cups, but I filled every single one plus 3 of the other dessert cups that I have that I usually use for Jello. So both bowls are completely empty. Like I said, I filled up all 6 of these dessert cups. They're gonna go in the fridge. And then I had enough for one more layer of the cookie dough and pudding, and then the rest of the M&Ms went on top of these ones. So I'm impressed. You get quite a bit. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah. But if I didn't have these ones, I would have leftover. I would probably just use a bowl, a small bowl or something. But I'm impressed. It's good. So these are gonna go in the fridge, and we will add a layer of the whipped topping to top the top. And yeah, that's tonight's dessert. Easy peasy, my kind of recipe. But yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, I got a lot, because sometimes it's am I only going to get half of them, or am I going to get the majority and 2 don't get filled, but each and every one got filled? So yeah, really good. Okay, I'm going to take a break while the meatballs have just less than 2 hours to cook. And yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I still have to cook the pasta, but I'll cook that once it gets closer to the meatballs being cooked. Yeah. But now, for now, these are going to chill in the fridge, and I'm going to chill upstairs with Lois. Yeah, get some snuggles in. Alright, so, facial. I just put the noodles on the stove. I'm going to set this to warm, because I think we're looking pretty good. I think it looks done. Smells fabulous. So yeah, we'll just wait for the noodles to cook, and we could dump them in. Alright, the pasta is all done. So I'm gonna dump it in here. And try to scrape my sour cream. It's probably close to half a cup. And also, when you're dumping everything in, he used steak sauce. But I didn't have any steak sauce. I couldn't find steak sauce. I probably would not have bought it if I did find it, but I was just curious like how much it was. I looked everywhere for it and I couldn't find it. And and then plus I'm not gonna really be using steak sauce, so I left that out. But if you have steak sauce on hand, you can dump it in when you dump everything else in the crock pot. Okay, time to get the noodles. Noodles acquired. I get a good mix. Dump the sour cream in, or I can anyways. Good enough. Go, and I just give that a mix. Something different. Looks good so far. Smells good. But does it taste good? I'll have to see. Yeah, okay. Bon appetit time. Well, time to dig in, that is. Alright, so I added a little bit of a cream cheese that I had on hand, since you can substitute sour cream with that, and since I didn't have enough sour cream, so I just cut up a little cheese I want to say cheesecake, but cream cheese block, and just add it into the pot and wait for it to melt. But it smells and looks good. Let's do a little taste test. Hot. Okay, the pasta is good. It's good a meatball. It's gonna be hot though. Well, I'm impatient. I am. Bon appetit. That was good. I think adding the cream cheese was a good choice. Yeah, made it a little creamier. Right, I'm going to enjoy this, and then it'll be time for dessert. Yes, which has already been tested out, not by me, but Right. To enjoy every bite. And then we'll be back with the dirt. Say, dinner was good. She just had dinner. You want some whipped cream? Oh, you get dessert too. Yum yum. Good? Alright, she got a little bit of whipped cream. And who doesn't love whipped cream? Even cats love it. So dinner was good. Everybody liked it. Well, except for Henry, because he's my picky one. But yeah, it was really good. It was something different. And probably something I'll make once in a while. So now it's time for dessert. I'm just going to take the last one of the smaller dessert cups. And we're going to have a dollop or two. Measure that with your heart of whipped cream. I could just dig right into this, really. I could, yeah. It's good. Yep. Just dive right in. Okay, get a little bit of everything. Take a bite. That's good. I approve. Yeah. But I'm going to enjoy this. Take care of it. Give it a good home. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you soon. Take care, be blessed, and ta-ta for now. Bye.